Hi, I'm Ricc Rollins, and we're going places. Don't you want to come along? Sure you do. Come on.
This is Going Places with Ricc Rollins.
Hello, I'm Ricc Rollins, and welcome to Going Places. Today, it's an action-packed and championship show. What do I mean by that? Let me tell you. Jeffrey Huggins takes us off the beaten path, and we'll take you to a world, a universe, if you will, where selfies rule. Alicia Stanford takes us to the movies with Marvel's new Black Widow as it takes a sting out of the box office. And we conclude our interview with Tampa's Mayor Jane Castor. But first up, Charles Belay takes us to Tampa Bay. That's right, Tampa Bay. Twice, baby, as we're introduced to Stanley. That's Stanley Cup once again.
We start with this little guy. He's on the trolley, on his way to downtown Tampa to see the Tampa Bay Lightning Stanley Cup Championship Boat Parade. And oh, the things his little eyes are going to see. He certainly won't be alone. One by one, they file onto the trolley, all eager to get down to the Riverwalk and claim their spot. The boats are coming too, all decked out in their Bolts blue. And even the nonconformist, this guy carrying a fake Stanley Cup on a hover glide, to the crowd's delight. Back on the tracks, the trolley has slowed to a stop because here come the Tampa Bay Lightning players and the Stanley Cup.
Go Lightning!
Yeah, baby. Look at yell it. Go Lightning!
Say go Lightning!
Loud, loud. Go Lightning! Yeah, babe.
In the elevator up to our hotel balcony, the kids were being egged on by their parents, and they really weren't having it.
Yeah, they're kind of shy right now.
This is what it looked like from our balcony. The river teeming with advancing boats and spectators lined up along the rails start getting 3, 5, 10 deep. Look at the students at the University of Tampa. Beautiful Plant Park, now a chill, languid, riparian paradise. But some fans aren't looking for chill. They want river action and their bolts.
Oh, I mean, we've won 2 cups in a row, and we're going to win a 3rd one, so...
You're already predicting next year?
Yeah, we're going to win a 3rd one, yeah.
Everybody was saying that last year we got lucky, it was a short season, it didn't count, and now it did, and they can shut up. Now they don't have anything to say.
Look, the parade is starting. Open the floodgates. Mayor Jane Castor and Thunderbug welcoming everyone to the celebration. First up, fan favorite Andrei Vasilevsky, a.k.a. Vassy to the faithful, the crowd cheering loudly as he raises the Conn Smythe Trophy, awarded annually to the most valuable player during the Stanley Cup. One by one, boat by boat, the players engage the crowd, lead chants, and pitch a few beers. And if you ask the fans, they'll tell you all the revelry, fun, and winning is what Tampa is all about.
Oh my gosh, we're just on fire. Just on fire between the Bucks, the 2-time winners of the Stanley Cup, the Rays, I mean, even the Rowdies, going down to the Rowdies, I mean, just getting awarded #1 beaches in the United States. I mean, what else could we possibly add? What else could we possibly add to this area?
This just shows how we can all come together as one, and how we can all come out to support all of our players and everyone.
But everyone wants to see Stanley, the sun shining bright in the Big Guava, so Stanley can keep his tan. And finally, he makes his appearance.
So as you can see, everybody's having a great time. Even I got in on the act and decided to grow my beard a little bit. But this is not just fun and games. This is also a big economic impact for the city. People flew in, people stayed in hotels, people got rent-a-cars. That means it's a runway tax, a bed tax, a rent-a-car tax, and of course, all of the sales tax that went along with all of the activity today. That means money in the city's coffers. Big money for the Big Guava. In Tampa, I'm Charles Belay. We're going places. With Ricc Rollins, can you hold, please? Thank you for calling Going Places with Ricc Rollins. Can you hold, please? Just hold on just a second. Hey, when we come back, we're going places with Jeffrey Huggins. He's going to take us off the beaten path. That's right. This is Going Places with Ricc Rollins. Stay tuned. Hello, this is Ricc Rollins. How can I help you? Okay, can you hold just a second, please? Hold on.
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
Hello and welcome back to Going Places. Have you ever just needed to unplug, get away, go off the beaten path? Well, Jeffrey Huggins literally goes off the beaten path. Take a look.
Hey, Jeffrey Huggins here today with Going Places, and we are going to Flatwoods Park in Hillsborough County, where we're doing some trail riding. We've got some flooding on some of the trails, but we've got plenty of open trails as well. So I'll tell you what, we're going to have fun here today on Going Places.
The Southwest Florida Water Management District's Wilderness Park off-road trail system is located in North Hillsborough County. This popular single-track woods trail has a natural surface and shady canopy. The 20-mile trail and 15 miles of side trails traverse the Trout Creek, Morris Bridge, and Flatwoods areas.
Trail riding today at Wilderness Park in Flatwoods, Hillsborough County. Good stuff and fun.
Habitats along the trail vary from cypress swamp, hardwood forest, upland hardwood hammocks, pine flatwoods, oak scrub, dry prairie, wet prairie, and lakes. Trail maps are available at kiosks and parking areas by calling the Hillsborough County Conservation and Environmental Lands Management Department. It covers 1,500 acres and is typically open daily from sunrise to sunset.
All right, riding out on the trails, following my cycle buddy Gene. We've done these trails a few times, but it is pretty awesome out here. And as you can tell, sometimes you have to steer.
Some trails are seasonal and subject to temporary closure during the rainy season. Trails may also be closed for maintenance or restoration. Remember to observe the posted signs. Today we spent time riding off-road on wooded trails at Flatwoods Park. Best known for its 7-mile paved loop road, which serves as a multi-use trail, Flatwoods Park provides a welcome getaway from Tampa's developed landscape. The Morris Bridge well field is located within the park, and well houses can be observed along the trail. And while today we spent time on bicycles, there are plenty of recreation activities at these parks to satisfy the whole family. There's biking, hiking, birding, inline skating, and more.
Gene, why do you come out and do this?
So that when I look at the dirt on my legs afterwards, I can think that I really did some exercise, had some fun.
Fantastic. I'll tell you what, we come out on the weekends, sometimes we go out on weekdays, and we have some fun on trails, but we do off-road, we can do on-road. Today we're on the off-road bikes, having a ball. Gene, at one point, what's one of your good trail memories of us riding together?
It's a good memory for me, but I'm not so sure it's a good memory for you. But I can tell you that that spill was rather spectacular, and I will never forget it.
Yeah, lying on the ground is also part of the job when you're out on the trails having some fun and getting some good exercise. Remember, getting out on the trails is the place to be. Gene, thank you so much for being with us today and riding with me on the trails here on Going Places.
For more information, you can call Hillsborough County's Flatwoods Park at 813-987-6211.
So, that was a workout, let me tell you. So I'll tell you what, it's been a ball having you guys with us today on the trails here at Flatwoods. Man, you gotta put it on your agenda for the weekend. Getting out on Flatwoods Trail, on Wilderness Park, Trout Creek. Hillsborough County's got a great variety of them. So, man, Let's go get some rest.
Hey, if you ever need to go off-road, you know who to call. Jeffrey's the man. Now we're going to go to a place where selfies rule and Instagram is king. It is Selfie World. Take a look.
Getting that perfect picture can be a bit of a challenge. What if I told you there's a place that makes capturing the perfect picture a whole lot easier? It's a world where creative minds merge and selfies rule. It's Selfie World. Selfie World, located at West Shore Plaza in Tampa, is the place where social media influencers, teens looking for the right cover photo, or just couples on a date go to capture memories through a lens. Selfie World is the #1 trending selfie museum in the world, but this isn't any ordinary museum. Selfie World features numerous vignettes where you can capture that perfect shot with what's arguably the most Instagrammable place in the Bay Area. Here you can immerse yourself into the fun of each set, each which carry their own theme and design, allowing you to not only capture the right picture, but also capture your mood.
I'm here because this is a great opportunity for us to get some really good content for our channels as well, but it's also a really fun experience to come in. Everybody that works here is super sweet, super nice, and it's also women-owned. They came up with it themselves, and they're great entrepreneurs, and we just love being out here and supporting women.
Selfie World is a place where you can bring friends, family, a date, or even just yourself and unleash your inner child. And if you're looking for a team building event or even a private party, times are available to book the whole museum. Walk-ins are welcome, or you can purchase your hour pass online at selfieworldtampa.com. At Selfie World in West Shore Plaza, this is James Arnick for Goin Places.
You can't help but want to take a selfie if you're at Selfie World. But when we come back, Alicia takes us to a universe, Marvel Universe, as we take a bite out of the movie with Black Widow and see what she has to say. Okay. So how do I look? Am I ready for my
Over 95% of people are more likely to interact with a video ad compared to a text ad. Right now, JCD Creative and Advertising has a fantastic deal for your business to get in front of that 95% of people. Right now, get a free professionally shot and edited video for your business with the purchase of an advertising package. This is over $5,000 savings for your business, but you gotta act fast because there's limited time and availability for this deal. Fill out the information below or email contact@jcdcreative.net to reserve your business's spot for this fantastic deal. We look forward to working with your business and helping you stand out above the rest as we take a creative approach to advertising at JCD Creative and Advertising.
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
I'm Alicia Stanford. Let's go to the movies. After being delayed for more than a year thanks to the pandemic, Marvel fans are finally getting what they've been waiting for. Black Widow is now in theaters with Scarlett Johansson at the helm.
I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past.
The past is exactly what Black Widow focuses on, and the forces that turned Natasha Romanoff into an assassin, a girl forced to become one of the Kremlin's creme de la creme of killers.
Family. Back together again.
You got fat.
That's right, Natasha wasn't always a hired gun. She had a family, but the history is checkered. She has a strained relationship with all of them, including her younger sister Yelena, played by Florence Pugh, who was also forced to become a Black Widow.
He controls the Red Room. They're manipulated. Fully conscious, but no choices.
I should have come back for you.
How many others are there? Enough.
Black Widow takes place in the time after the Avengers Civil War and before Infinity War. Natasha is on the run, but looking to make things right for all the other women conscripted into the service of the evil Dreykov. Black Widow has all the action and then some that fans expect from a Marvel film.
At some point, we all have to choose between what the world wants you to be and who you are.
At its heart, though, is a story about family, the one we're given and the one we create. I do like the theme of Natasha standing up not only for herself, but for all the other women who have been forced into widowhood. David Harbour and Rachel Weisz play her parents. There's a lot of humor in this film, and as you probably guessed, you'll want to sit through the closing credits so you can see the bonus scene at the end. It gives a hint of the next Marvel film. I'm Alicia Stanford, and that's this week's Going to the Movies.
I need some fashion gel, really? Are you kidding me? I need my attorney. Somebody, I need to make my own, I know I'm my rights, I need to make my phone call. But what would be the real crime is if you didn't stay tuned for the third part of our interview with campus Mayor Jane Castor. We'll be back right after this. After they get me out of these cuffs, fashion jail, I need to talk.
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
Welcome back to Going Places at Selfie World. We now conclude our three-part interview with Mayor Jane Castor as we go one-on-one with the mayor.
Let's fast forward. You go through the first year, and then 2020 comes, and everybody's like, 2020 is going to be the greatest year in our lives, man.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hits.
Yeah.
And you have to make some tough decisions.
Right.
And you, I got to tell you, I was proud of you because you kind of bulldog that was like, look, we're going to do this. I don't care what anybody else is doing. What was that like when, I mean, they say there's this pandemic and here it is.
Right.
And they put it in your lap and say, now, what are you going to do about it, Madam Mayor?
Yeah, it's true. You know, the rug was pulled out from everyone worldwide and there was no playbook. There was, you know, here, if this happens, do this. But my experience as a police officer really served me well because that's what you do day in and day out is crisis management. I always say that no one would call the police if everything was wonderful. And so you have to deal with these contentious and sometimes dangerous situations. And one of the things that I have just always done is to listen to everyone, to gather as much information as you possibly can, and then make the decision that's in the best interest of the community. You know, as a police officer, the decision in the best interest of the issue that you're dealing with.
Right.
But during the pandemic, it had to be the decision that was in the best interest of our community. And that's what I did. And so, you know, there were roadblocks that were set up, and that's fine. I'm not someone who sits down and complains about that. I'm someone that just thinks of a way around that roadblock. And so that's what we did. And I think we did some really good things in our community. We were able to balance the health and well-being of our city, which was clearly first and foremost, but we were able to balance that with the economic health. We were able to cob together relief money, about $8 million, and gave that out to our small businesses. The small businesses are the backbone of Tampa.
Yes, they are.
And so we had to write a great example.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure that we could help you navigate these unknown waters and to make it to the other side safely. And so we made a lot of decisions, a lot of very difficult decisions.
And all of them were not,
they weren't popular.
They weren't popular, and they were
sure.
difficult.
The issue with that is because it was turned into a political issue, which I say shame on all of those individuals that turned COVID-19 into a political hot potato, because you cost so many people their lives, and it was completely unnecessary.
Here we are in the pandemic. You have to make decisions that weren't popular, but necessary. When you got home at night, did you feel like you'd done the right thing?
Yes, doing the right thing or doing what, based on the information I felt was in the best interest of the community. I won't say that every decision I made, hit the bullseye, but I can say that I tried. That was my aim every single time, was to make sure that I was making the best decision.
And kept our city safe.
For Tampa. And I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I used to tell people, I knew when I was, getting my butt handed to me in social media, because people would send me texts like, I think you're okay after all. So I knew I was getting slayed, but you can't think about that. The community, the residents, did not elect me to make popular decisions.
That's true.
They elected me to do the right thing. And so that's one of the benefits, really, I think, of not being a politician at heart. And it's not a knock or a criticism of politicians. But I'm not here as a career. I'm here to lift Tampa up into the next phase, to transform Tampa's tomorrow. So if I don't get reelected, it's not the end of the world for me. And I can say I did my best to lead this city during the time that I was in office. And I think that's an incredible relief, that you're not worried constantly about public opinion and what people are going to think about what you do. Because most often, especially now with people getting their news, so-called facts from social media, there's so much misinformation. And so you can't explain to every single person, no, here are the facts of it. But you try to communicate the reason you made a decision, but there's some liberation in not worrying about public opinion.
That's great. I want to thank you, because they're telling me we got to stop talking.
There you go.
But I want to thank you. It meant a lot. When I said this to you off camera, and so I'll say it again. When I started thinking about the first guest for this first show, I couldn't think of anybody else I wanted but you.
Thank you,
so
Rick.
I thank you so very much
thank you.
for being my mayor and my friend. I appreciate you
thank you
so very much.
Thank you for being my friend too. We've got a lot done together, and I appreciate your honest conversations with me, and they just mean so much.
When we come back, the mayor tells us where she likes to go, as Goin Place continues right after this.
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
As we concluded our conversation with Mayor Jane Castor, I had to ask her, where does she like to go in Tampa Bay? Here's what she had to say.
So, the show is called Goin Places. Let's talk about your favorite places around Tampa to go.
Oh, okay.
Favorite diner?
Oh, favorite diner? Ooh, that's hard to say since Nico's closed, because that was my place on on
Florida,
Florida Avenue, but I'd say Trips is
I know that because
considered a
all my
diner.
friends say, we saw your friend. This is what they say, we saw your friend. I said,
Yeah.
"Who?" The mayor. Oh, I said,
mayor.
okay, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
that friend. The first friend, yeah.
Yeah, Trips on Florida is my go-to, my whole family. Yeah, you go
Favorite
there, all
meal
you gotta
there.
do is put my favorite meal there is the egg burrito. I don't know what the name of it. It's like the colossal burrito, something like that. It's more
should call it
food
the
than
Castor.
anybody should eat.
I think
Oh.
we should call it the Castor
Yeah,
Trips.
there
Let's
you
change
go.
that immediately.
Right.
Favorite place to look at the city?
Oh, favorite place to look at the city is anywhere from a rooftop, and where the view includes the water. I'll tell you another place that's a favorite of mine, which I don't get to see as much as I used to because I'm a little busy, is from a boat. Like I live on the river, and when you come at night and you come under that Cass Street Bridge and the city's lit up, oof, there's nothing more beautiful.
Sometimes I'll walk at night, and I am just amazed at this. Being a native
Yes.
like you are, aren't you just amazed how Tampa has become the city that could?
I know.
Would and
Isn't it?
does.
And the place people want to be. And one of the things I think is significant about that, you know, just over beyond the success that it demonstrates, is that everyone who comes here uses the same word to describe us, and that's friendly.
We
You know,
are.
This is a community, as I say, a big city with a small town feel.
That's true.
And people can come here and they can feel like they're a part of the community.
That's very
and they're
true.
welcome, and it's you know, it just makes me proud every day.
We used to be called America's next great city. Do you think that we are America's greatest city now?
Oh, I've always thought that. So I tell people I'm biased. I was born and raised here, and I have always thought that Tampa is the greatest city on earth.
I would agree with that.
Yes. me
Last
too.
thing, the best kept secret in Tampa is?
Ooh, the best kept secret. Well, I would say right now the best kept secret, and it may not be too much of a secret anymore, are the restaurants along Florida Avenue, the hot chicken,
Oh, yeah.
the Ranchero Tacos wagon. There's a lot of good food that people have yet to discover.
I would agree.
Yes.
I thank you again for not only being my mayor, but being my friend.
Oh,
I appreciate
thank
you
you, Rick.
immensely.
Thank
you
you.
for your time today.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. I always love.
I want to thank you for joining us yet again here on Going Places, as we continue to take you to the places and introduce you to the people that make the Bay and beyond so special. Until next time, this is Ricc Rollins, Going Places. Don't you want to go along?